Calabunga, this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport here in San Diego. So what do we do in San Diego? Well, of course we like the scooters here at Vespa Motorsport, but I don't know, the beach is a pretty good influence as well. So just like last week, I showed you how to do the longboard setup on a Vespa GTS. I had both a front and a rear rack. Today, I'm gonna upgrade this genuine Hooligan scooter, which is by far my favorite genuine product that they make, over to the Royal Alloys and other like cool products. This is just a solid scooter, super reliable. All that, I could go into it for hours talking about this scooter. But we're gonna put a flat rack on the back that's gonna be set up to accommodate this Move by Bikes moped rack, or I like to call it a scooter rack because it's not going on a moped. For a short board. So the first order of operation is to get rid of this grab bar. I mean, it works pretty good, and replace it with a flat rack from Genuine. So HOL 24 is our part number on the Scooter West web store if you want to order this. And you're going to need a 12mm wrench, and of course to unpack the rack here. So the HOL 24 just replaces the factory grab rail. Comes with new hardware as well, so you're going to need a 6mm Allen key along with a 12mm socket to remove the existing rack. So you can either use a 12mm socket or something like this, a Motion Pro T-handle with a 12mm socket end on it. Just go ahead and loosen all the fasteners nice and quick, and just lift that right off. So go ahead and open the hardware packet with the HOL 24 rack. And is what you get here is some shorter bolts, longer bolts, and a pair of spacers. So the spacers just drop right on these frontmost mounting points. Go ahead and set the rack in place and stage it for these longer bolts. It kind of just drop right in. And as with any accessories, you just want to get all the hardware started. Nice thing about this rack is everything lines up really good, kind of engineered fairly well. These ones are a little too short to get started by hand. So go ahead, use either a 6mm Allen, could be just a basic L key or a socket, or something like this Motion Pro T-handle. It's got a 6mm on the end, and we'll get these ones started. And these rearmost fasteners, go ahead and tighten them all the way down. And if you're unsure of how much you want to torque these, about 16 foot-pounds if you're going to use a torque wrench, but my robotic hands here, they'll just torque it. Just a snug amount of torque on there, and that's all you really need. So. And of course there's a little bit more friction just because now that I got those front or those rearmost fasteners tight, and just go ahead, just like those rearmost fasteners. And that's all it takes. And now you got a flat rack. All right, so you need the rack itself, Scooter West part number surf rack. And as you can see, it's got the hoops in there that hold the surf rack. You got the bars that mount to the rack itself, and the two tubes that come with all the hardware is needed to mount it to the rack. The important part is there's 3 different options for the clamps for your tubing. So if you're mounting a much, very large tubing, I would say, I think the Honda Ruckus, you may want to use the large mounts. A normal rack, you just want to use the medium-sized mounts. The ones that are already on the tubes are pretty small, so we're going to go ahead and use the medium-sized ones. Of course, they have a pretty detailed instructions here as well. You're going to need a 5mm Allen wrench of some sort. Could be just a basic L style. I highly recommend just having one of these on the scooter because you may want to make adjustments to the rack after you figure out what the best setup is for your board. So a pretty handy tool just to have on the scooter. So the idea here is you have these pair of tubes. We're gonna go ahead and mount them to the rack. And since we're setting up for the short board, you could just, you know, pretty much have them as close as you want. I'm thinking I want to do this bar and this bar here. Another option is to mount the rack underneath, and the reason being is you may want to put like a top case sandwich, you know, so you pretty much have the rack, the surf rack mounted underneath, and then you could put a base plate for a top case on top of this rack here. So I went ahead and mounted the medium clamps to the tube holders just like this. So they have all the hardware that you need to do the setup. And typically you can kind of leave everything bolted together, and we'll see if it will open up just enough. And just like that, you know, I had to actually unscrew it all the way. These tubes are a little bit thicker on the Hooligan. So just like that. So we're going to do something similar to that right there, and go ahead and put the screws. One thing is I did put a small amount of grease on all these screws here. Pretty important to do that. Just if you, one thing about this hardware, it's all stainless steel, and going into this aluminum extruded parts, you just don't want them to seize up, especially if there's the sea air that's exposed to the hardware here. So go ahead and remove that screw and just do the same setup. So we got the tube, it's got the little hole for the kind of easy up style quick release. Go ahead and slide that right through the pair of brackets. And probably we'll just start there. And right now I have the hole approximately at the 12 o'clock position. I'm going to tighten in the fasteners under here. And before I go any further, I want to see if this is in a good position. So you can see they got these quick release, like easy up style fasteners, and the way they work is just you push the little button right in, and you can change the position of them. There's several positions up and down. You know, there's 5 positions. You can actually cut this neoprene away if you want to hike it up a little higher. I'm just going to go into middle position, and we're going to go ahead and set up here and see where that. And it looks like it clears the muffler. I could probably go in a little further. I think I'll have room, and the idea is you leave all this stuff loose. And you can make adjustments as needed. So typically with a shortboard setup, you set these at approximately a 30 to 45 degree angle. And right now I'm not tightening any of this stuff all the way, because we'll do a test with the board that you're going to house on this rack here. All right, so we have the other bracket. One other point is you can see I set up on the right hand side. Just that's typical of how we drive in North America. So it's a right hand. We'll put the board on the right hand side, and it also adds easy access to the center stand. So that's the reason being why you'd put it on the right hand side. I don't think I've ever seen anybody set one up on the left hand side, but it certainly is possible. This setup's really easy. So I have another bracket all set up, and we're going to go ahead and attach it to this middle bar right here. The only difference is I'm going to have the round bracket that houses a tube towards the front here versus towards the rear, like I did with the first set here. So, and right now everything's just snugged a little bit, so there is a little bit of adjustability, and we're going to do a test fit with the board. So it kind of balances pretty good. Different than the longboard setup, the board kind of goes further out back. You could change the angle. If we splay the angle out a little bit more, it's going to pull the board a little bit higher. And it looks pretty good. You know, I have it slightly tipped towards the front. And I'm kind of holding the board while I'm tightening these fasteners here. Pretty happy with the setup right now. And at this point, just give everything a little snug. It doesn't need that much. Again, pretty important to have a 5mm Allen key on you, just in case you want to make adjustments or tighten the hardware later down the road after you use the surf rack a couple times. You know, sometimes it needs a little bit of a modification. All right, pretty happy with the setup. And that's pretty much all you need to do to get the surf rack on. And obviously the board lifts out. It's not gonna stay here on its own. You'll need a pair of just standard bungee cords. You can find these anywhere. And you hook it to the outer loop, go all the way around. And then you could hook it back to that loop again. And that's gonna hold it in place, obviously, once you get two of them. And at this point, the board's kind of hold in place. There's definitely enough space to put your feet when you gotta come to a stop, put your feet down on the scooter. One thing to keep in mind with this setup, definitely don't wanna be hopping on the highway with this. Recommendations is more like speeds like around 30 miles per hour. Obviously, use your own good judgment when you have something like a surfboard. If you're out on a windy day, you're definitely gonna feel the extra load of the wind hitting the surfboard and moving you around when you're on a 220-pound scooter. So just keep that in mind. The cool thing about this rack is it's pretty easy to remove. You just pretty much just click the quick release mounts and they'll pull right out, and you can hide them away, stow them away. Two ways to go about it. You could take the angles off, or you could take the angles and the hoops off separately. You could change the height of these hoops. Seems like the mid height seems to always work. And it's also possible, they got holes on both the front and the rear side. You can turn the hoops backwards or forward. Say if you don't have a surf rack, you just want to set up the profile of your scooter a little bit narrower. All right, well, thanks for watching. You find this Moo by Bikes moped, or as I like to call it, scooter rack, on our Scooter West web store. And it's just search for surf rack. Pretty simple part number to find. Very, very universal. You could use it for a flat rack like this, or if you have a front and a rear rack, or bars in the front, you can mount it to the front and rear bars. Pretty much if you got a tube or a pipe or a rod to clamp onto, you could certainly use this. Even something as simple as just a grab rail that you find on many Vespas is a tubular grab rail. That could be enough to mount this style surf rack. Well, thanks for watching. Robot here from Vespa Motorsport in San Diego, California. I'll see you on the next one.